Hey everyone, Heather Ash here with my dear friend Starwolf, who is on her land Venus rising, and her dog Mystic. Yay! So we're coming together live today to share about the upcoming Firewalk Instructor certification training that's coming up in March 21st through the 28th. That is being hosted on Starwolf's beautiful, beautiful land in North Carolina. So excited. Yay! Starwolf and I just got to be together a few days ago and dream into the training and bringing people up there. And so we thought, let's do a quick live. We were hoping to do it while I was there, but that didn't happen. So we're doing it now. So yay, thanks, Starwolf.
Thank you, Heather Ash, and it was so much fun having you here. We almost kidnapped you and kept you here with us. Isn't that right, Mystic? Yes, he especially loves Heather Ash. I posted a couple of photos of him staring dreamily at you, and I think you stole his heart. You already stole mine, but I think you stole his too while you were here.
It was so good. It was so great. And one of the things that we did was walk around your land and look at the lodging and the Firewalk site. And I was really blessed. Starwolf and I are trying to figure out how long we've known each other. I think it's close to 20 years plus. And that many years ago, we did a Firewalk there on the land. And that was one of my first introductions to Venus Rising and to the just beautiful Firewalk site and fire temple site that you've created there. And so when I was dreaming into doing a Firewalk instructor certification training in the United States, Venus Rising came up. Hey, Sarah, popped up as like, oh, this is a possibility because you already have gorgeous fire site. You already have all of the magical places for people to stay. So it's going to happen. Yay.
Well, I am so excited. You know, Heather Ash, I had walked, I think, once or twice before, but after I walked with you, I haven't walked with anybody else, I don't think, because you just have so much heart and spirit and magic around what you do. And so it's not only the Firewalk training, it's who you are and the embodiment of the fire energy that you bring to it. And being a very, I have 5 planets in air and 4 in fire. So being the earth, I'm on the earth. I love all the elements, but being a fire air being, I really need to connect with other beings that have that power to really help people transform, to embody the fire, and to bring it out into the air, to be able to speak about it, to teach about it, to breathe into it. And you just really embody this energy, and your programs do. So I feel so fortunate and privileged to be able to host you here at the elemental temples, at Venus Rising's elemental temples here on Dove Mountain. And as I showed you when you were here, in addition to walking, and you've been here, we've walked here many times, but in addition to the fire walk and the fire area, you walk in through a huge arch that lights up in fire. So you literally walk through a fire arch. And that arch was built by a woman who laid out the streets for Burning Man for 20 years and learned how to weld it and make it after she did the breath work and said, you have to have a fire walk area and a fire arch. So it's got all this powerful energy behind it. And I think the land is so happy when you come to do the Firewalk here with us. So we're really excited. And of course, right here behind me is the goddess of fire, the Golden Lady, Sekhmet, we had her commissioned in 2020. And we just got her last summer. And from Egypt via California, Egypt-inspired, California-made. She's a California girl now, and now she's a North Carolina gal. But she's here, and everyone that meets her has what I would say like an ignition, and that helps them with something they're trying to transform. So all your people who come here would not only have the opportunity to walk the fire, but they'll have the opportunity to sit here in this circle. I'm not moving my camera much because I don't want to lose it. Maybe I'll do that when we end. But right here where I'm sitting by her, I'm looking out at a mountain range and a river that's just right here. And she's looking south at the mountain and the river. What Takasiji River means keep on moving. So keep on flowing. So this is such an auspicious place to sit and to hear you teach us with this great teacher, and then to walk just a few yards away and to actually walk through the arch that's flaming, and then to walk on fire, dance on fire with you.
Absolutely. I love it. And I so loved getting to meet Sekhmet and knowing that she'll be helping hold the container and the magic for the Firewalk training. And so March 21st to the 28th, we're doing two separate things that are intertwined. This is so cool. So the first is something fuzzy floating about here, a 7-day intensive certification training. So for people that either want to deepen your relationship with the fire, so you don't have to, a lot of people take the training with the intention to teach the Firewalk, but because they want to go deeper with the fire, they want to increase their transformation. And fire is the element of transformation. So it's such a powerful deepening to build a relationship with fire throughout the week. So some people come, again, just to be in relationship with transformation and deepen their relationship with self and fire. And then some people come to get certified. Everybody will get certified to be a Firewalk instructor. And it's such an incredible honor to carry the fire in this way. I did my first Firewalk 33 years ago, plus something like that, and totally changed my life. Just the first Firewalk that I did with my mentor, Peggy, everything was different after that. And at the time I was 24 years old, so however many years that was. And the next month I got invited to become an instructor. And I was like, I'm doing it. I don't know what even this means, but I have to be there. And Star Wolf, because you always listen to those calls of the heart as well, even if they don't make sense, that we know to follow that inner fire and step into
especially when they don't make sense.
Especially when they don't make sense, exactly.
Because it's not our head. It's not our head.
Yeah, it's our being, exactly. And I love that we're doing the instructor training over equinox. So it's, again, this year, March 21st through the 28th, spring equinox, perfect time of bringing in the new. And the other thing is that there will be a public Firewalk that's part of that week on, I think it's the 22nd, Saturday. So if any of you are local and want to come for an evening Firewalk, there'll be really limited space for that. But we'd love to have you come to that as well.
Yes, especially Asheville people, if you're watching this or hearing this in Asheville, North Carolina, we're about 50 minutes from you, west of you, and here close to Dillsboro, Silva, Cherokee. We're actually, if you went straight up and flew over 1 mile from Cherokee, so we're really on Cherokee sacred ground. While you're here, you have access also to visit our other temples. Right next door to the fire temple is a very beautiful medicine wheel in the tradition of Sundoor, built by Daughter, who was Sundoor's first or second apprentice, and has held the energy for about 50 years. And the medicine wheel, each of the stones weighs about 2,000 pounds, put in with a bobcat and with a Cherokee man that helped us, and a Vietnam veteran, and a wild uh, bear woman. So the medicine wheel is here for you to walk to and connect with the ancestors, which is a really good thing to do, and to see what stone calls to you and walk on the wheel, and to maybe get clear about what healing or what transformation you need, which I'm sure during that week, Heather will do lots of teachings and exercises for people to begin to have some clarity about that. But it's a great place to also do ancestral, walk through the fires of ancestral healing as well. And I'm not going to go into all the temples, but we have all the elemental temples here. We have a breathwork temple. We have all these different temples here and they're elemental, so they're outside. Some of them are covered, but they're outside because they're elemental. And for you to be fully in nature and to re-wild and re-nature and re-nurture yourself while you're here. So I could not be more thrilled, Heather Ash, that I feel really, I can't even tell you how honored I feel that you're bringing this training here. And, it just, it feels so synchronistic somehow with Sekhmet being here, because she just got here last July. She hasn't been here a year. I think she called you here and said, hey, how about a fire walk? Bring your women or men or they or whoever here, bring everybody here. So I just want to say this to anybody out there. If you've ever been thinking about doing a fire walk for your own healing and walking on fire, or being even just close to the fire, your own inner fire, or if you're really thinking like, I would really like to go through the initiation of the training, regardless if it's something I use in my career, or whether it's something I do for myself or my loved ones or my family or my community, I would say, this is it. This is the premier thing. Don't miss this, and it will be an incredible time here in March. It's hard to say what the weather will be. In North Carolina, we say, if you don't like the weather, wait a minute. Today it feels like I came over here to follow this one, and I feel like it's about 75 right now. So, it's very changeable, very elemental here. So we can't wait to have you, Heather Ash.
Thanks so much, Star Wolf. I'm so excited. And again, this is the first training that I've done in the United States in about 15 years. I've been doing the Firewalk Instructor training down in Mexico, and we also have a June Firewalk Instructor training, the yearly one down in Mexico. And we've had many people over the years ask us to do a training in the United States. So what a gift that we get to come to Venus Rising and be on Dove Mountain, and not only have the Firewalk and the training, all the training that's built into the Firewalk certification, but also get to play in all of the different elemental temples and be on the sacred land there. So if any of you are wanting to expand your leadership, deepen your relationship with transformation, be in sacred space, have an initiatory experience. We have people from all walks of life that come to the Firewalk certification training, from people that have even never walked on fire. Had plenty of people that are like, I've never walked on fire, I'm doing the Firewalk certification training, because they feel the call, to people that have worked with other teachers or gone through other Firewalk certification trainings. There's many different schools around the world. I'm trained in the Sundoor lineage. My mentor is Peggy Dillon. And so we are incredibly heart-centered, honoring of the earth, lots of ceremony and ritual and deep respect for the fire. It's a 7-day training, so we can go deep with ourselves and the fire. And you'll come out a different person. This is something that happens with the training, is that so much happens in 7 days because of not just the relationship with the fire, but all of the empowerment exercises that we do. Because not only do you get trained to facilitate and lead firewalks and be in relationship with the firewalk, hey, Madrone, you also learn many other tools that you can use separately: glass walk, arrow break, rebar, bending, and a lot of other empowerment tools. So one of the reasons that I love the Firewalk so much, besides being a fiery person and loving fire, is that there is nothing that can transform people quicker, I think, than the Firewalk. Breathworks probably is definitely second in line. If we can have debates, we can go back and forth around that. And the Firewalk is, there's so much that happens again in such a short amount of time. And it's so elemental and sacred. And one of the things that we also do whenever we light a fire for a Firewalk is it's also a prayer to the land, to the ancestors, to the elements. So lots of ceremony, lots of healing on multiple levels. And what an honor that we get to do it at Venus Rising. So.
And, Heather Ash, I don't think I mentioned this before, but Venus Rising has a university. And we have affiliate programs and teachers whose programs we honor whatever certifications and trainings people receive as credit with Venus Rising as well. So that's an opportunity as well if people are interested in working towards a degree. That your classes, we will gladly honor your classes here as classes and for credit. So just putting that out there, if that's something that you're interested or any of the people that are coming are interested in. And we just do that with a handful of teachers that we really respect. We feel like they are university professor people, university, university, as Matthew Fox used to say years ago when I was at his school. He used to say, this is the university, he said, but it's really a universe city. So anyway, there's just so much excitement about it, and several of the people that live here in our community are excited about it, and we're spreading the word. We'll be letting people we know, and even if some of the folks on here today can't make it or that it's not right timing for them, we don't know when we'll get Heather Ash back, so I wouldn't wait, but we want to have her back. But also be sure to let your friends know. Let your friends, let anybody know. Just like within our training, as Heather Ash was speaking with the shamanic breath work, we have people go through the programs all the time that have no intention of going out and becoming a shamanic breath work facilitator. They just say, hey, I'm going through a divorce. I just got through cancer treatment. I just found out I have cancer. My loved one has died. I really need to let go of this addiction to A, B, C, or D. And I know that, and I don't want to go in and do traditional kind of, more modern day tradition psychotherapy, although we have lots of psychotherapists that come through and that also work with us. But it's like, I know that I need to go away for a week or two and just go into it and meet my demons, meet my angels. And that's what happens when you work with the elements. When you work with the fire like this, you will meet your fears, but you'll also meet its double and its opposite. And of course, Heather Ash has all these amazing tools to help you do that psychologically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and then to be able to take it and then practically put it into your feet as well as your heart and walk across that fire is one of those epic experiences that you won't ever forget, whether you're doing this for your own training or you're doing it for yourself or the world or both.
Thank you so much, Starwolf. It's so, so true. So if you have questions about the Firewalk training, that will be in North Carolina, March 21st through the 28th, 2023. I just put the link down below in the chat. And you can also reach out to us anytime, hello@warriorgoddess.com. I'll stick that in as well. Boop. And thank you, Starwolf. I'm so glad that we went live and got to feel the temple energy yumminess there in that bright sunny day. And I love how much Sekhmet is glowing right now. He's sparkly. So beautiful. Yay. So join me, join Sekhmet. come to Venus Rising, North Carolina, just outside of Asheville. This will be the only Firewalk certification training that I'll be doing in the United States. Yay, yay, yay for this year. There'll be another one in Mexico in June. Oh, and there's the view looking south. That's gorgeous. So we will be sitting right there some of the time doing teachings around and learning about the Firewalk certification process. There's Mystic. Hi, Mystic. Madrone.
He's pouting because you're not here.
Aw, I miss Mystic.
He hears your voice. He feels like it's a tease.
Where is she? Madrone just went through the Firewalk certification training last June in Mexico. So yeah, I'm really excited for our new Firewalk instructors coming up as well. So please reach out to us if you have any questions. Even if your mind's like, I don't even know what this is, reach out. We'll share more. And that's where Star Wolf is pointing the camera right now, is the direction to the fire site, which is so cool. We'll have our own fire temple area to play in. Awesome. Thanks so much, Star Wolf, and thanks to everyone for joining us. Happy, happy day to each of you. There's Sekhmet again. And if you don't know who Sekhmet is, I just went and looked her up. Go do a search for Sekhmet and learn about the power. She is a warrior goddess for sure. Yay. Thanks, Star Wolf. Love you.
Love you too. Come back soon.
Will do.